Good evening. I'd like to welcome you to the June 16th City Council meeting. We will start with the call to order.
Blundy,
Here.
Ernst,
Here.
Johnson, Martin, McIntyre,
Here.
Moss,
Here.
Sluter, and Smith. Oh, I heard you.
And we have a quorum. Next, the Pledge of Allegiance. We do not have any remote attendance tonight. Presentations, recognitions, proclamations. Tonight we have a proclamation, a Juneteenth proclamation. Whereas President Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation on January 1, 1863, declaring the slaves in the Confederate territory free, therefore paving the way for the passing of the 13th Amendment, which formally abolished slavery. And whereas news of the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation was delayed until June 19, 1865, in reaching authorities and African Americans in the South and Southwestern United States. And whereas June 19th holds special meaning to African Americans and is celebrated as Juneteenth, and has been observed and celebrated for over 150 years. And whereas Juneteenth is the oldest known holiday to celebrate the end of slavery in the United States. And whereas the City of Washington will observe Thursday, June 19th, 2025, as part of our commitment to racial and social justice and encourage a day of reflection, recognition, and acknowledgement of healing. We recognize the continued need to address racism and to continue our efforts to build a more peaceful and cohesive community. Now, therefore, I, Lilia Stevens, Mayor of the City of Washington, Illinois, do hereby proclaim June 19, 2025 as Juneteenth Community Recognition Day. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Alderperson Smith motions. Do I have a second?
Blundy, second.
John Blundy, second. Any comment? Discussion? Cast your vote, please. The vote is 6-0, passed unanimously. Thank you. I'd also like to mention that this Thursday, Juneteenth, it's a federal holiday and City Hall is closed. Audience comments. Do we have anyone in the audience wishing to make a comment? All right, no comments tonight. Review agenda, deletions or additions, discussion items only. Moving on. Consent agenda. We have items A through F. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve McIntyre?
Second. Ernst.
Motion to approve McIntyre, second Ernst. Any comments, questions? Cast your vote, please. The vote is 6-0, passed unanimously. Thank you. Moving on. Number 9, mayoral communications, requested actions. So this Wednesday, we have our second Let's Talk Washington event. The first event I felt was successful. Hopefully, we will have as good a turnout this time, and it will be at 3 p.m. at the Sunnyland branch of the Washington District Library. So as I mentioned before, it's just not myself there, and some people might call it Meet the Mayor, but it's really getting to know our alderpersons and also our city staff and the police department. So Chief Stevens will be in attendance this Wednesday, as will Alderperson Ernst. And so all of these events, which will take place once a month, will be at different times and different dates. Hopefully, we will be able to accommodate everybody's schedules, because we know that some people work during the day, some people work during the evening. So hopefully, sooner or later, you'll have a chance to attend one of the Let's Talk Washington events. Next item on the agenda. Oh, wait a minute. Any questions? Okay. City Administrator Communications, Staff Reports, Requested Actions. Well, our City Administrator is absent today. As you see, nobody sitting to my left. He's on vacation, so letter A is the council report. Any questions, comments?
Mayor,
Yes.
I just had a couple questions. Two, and I don't know if they can be answered tonight, but that's fine. I was wondering, I noticed that the viaduct painting has been delayed, and do we have an update when they might start? It said in the council report. And also, I was wondering if any of the brick pavers on Catherine were salvageable, sorry. Or did we just get rid of them? I know it's a little late to discuss it, but I know that they're tearing up that road this week or last week.
Okay, first of all, the viaduct, do either one of you gentlemen over there have anything to say about the viaduct?
Yes. So IDOT required a 21-day notice before you can just close a road for not an emergency. So kind of that opportunity was missed. So I think the earliest we can start would be the 26th. But I believe Scott's working with the person who's doing the painting to find a time to come back.
And that was Public Works Director Brian Rittenhouse. Thank you. The other question about the brick pavers. Okay, I guess we will have to get back to you about that, Alderperson Smith. Okay. Any other questions? All right. Next item. And that would be the last item. 10B, approve bid award, Priority Project 3, Grand Isle Relief Sewer. This was prepared by Dennis Carr, who is absent, and it appears that our Public Works Director, Brian Rittenhouse, will fill us in.
Thank you. Staff solicited bids for the installation of a relief sewer and sidewalk along the west side of Grand Isle from McKenzie to Elgin. This project was identified during the stormwater study completed by TWM and presented to council. This project is recommended to help alleviate some of the drainage issues that occur in the inlets and detention basins. The storm sewer would be placed along the west side of Grand Isle from McKenzie Street to the waterway between Elgin and Fayette Avenue. During this project, staff believes it would be ideal time to install new sidewalks. Staff has received complaints about kids walking in the streets before and after school. So staff believes sidewalk along Grand Isle would be beneficial for the safety of students and its residents. The base bid for this project would include the placement of new storm sewer, manholes, and sidewalk. The bid opening took place on June 13th. The engineer's estimate was $689,177.50. Knapp Concrete came in at $734,451.25, and Stark Excavating was $598,041.20. The fiscal year 25-26 budget includes $475,000 in the Stormwater Management Fund account. This is the fund account where the stormwater bond funds are. There's adequate funds in the account to cover the overage. Staff believes this we can find some cost-saving measures to assist in bringing that below the bid amount. Staff recommends approval of the contract award for Stormwater Priority Project Number 3 to Stark Excavating for $598,041.20.
Motion to approve, McIntyre.
Second, Smith.
McIntyre motion, Smith seconds. Questions, comments?
Mayor?
Alderperson McIntyre.
Yeah, just for, a couple of the new council members, this is a big process that we've kind of undertaken, was to take care of the stormwater issue. It's really important to me, and we went ahead and went out for additional sales tax for this. This is one of those perfect opportunities, I think. Excited to see this go underway, and I appreciate staff's efforts on this, so just wanted to include that and explain, this process. So we'll see this throughout the next 4 years as well, but this is just a kickoff of them, and it's been an exciting thing to see this being addressed.
Alderperson Moss.
Yep. Can you just kind of estimate what the geographic kind of scope of impact? Is this going to be pretty much, who's going to see benefit from this in terms of reduced, impact from heavy rains and things like that? Is it just in the immediate area? Is it going to provide a little bit broader relief?
I don't know that off the top of my head. I'd have to talk to Dennis about that.
I might give you a little insight here. Okay, so I'm the kind of person that likes to look back to see what kind of, to do some research, because there's many times information about a project that is on the agenda that has been talked about before. So if you go, and I will have this down on social media too. So if you go to the city's website, homepage, menu at the top right, departments, engineering, and it's under Department News, there is a stormwater assessment and management report dated May 10th, 2022. It's a 59-page report, and page 59 lists the potential improvement projects with the cost estimates, and the project name C is this Grand Isle Drive Relief Storm Sewer. So everything you want to know and probably more is probably contained in here. And also, under the same engineering website page, there is a link to the Grand Isle Storm Sewer Priority Project Number 3 with construction documents, and that is 86 pages long. So those two resources are available on the city's website.
I know what I'm doing tonight, I guess, huh? 130 pages of stormwater. The reason I ask is I think probably since I've joined the council, and that probably the most frequently thing, that's brought to my attention most frequently is stormwater issues, roughly in an area between Hillcrest and Wilmore, and then Business 24 and Kern, in that area. And so I wondered, is water from this area being, moved that way towards Farm Creek, and could this provide some relief in that area, or just, that was the genesis of my question, I suppose. But I'll take a look at that. Thank you, Mayor.
I also want to address one more thing. It has been brought up about this sidewalk on Elgin. Like, the question was, should we do the sidewalk on Elgin, I guess, to Bobolink, not to Bobolink, to whatever street that's closer to, is it Bobolink? Yes. So this Grand Isle project, the sidewalk is part of that project, and the Elgin project, there's been discussion about possibly doing that similarly as we did with the Eagle Avenue sidewalk, where we didn't get the grant from the Safe Routes to School program. And so that is something that is being considered to make sure that there is a sidewalk, a continuous sidewalk going to Central. If there are no more questions, comments, cast your vote, please. The vote is 6-0, unanimous. Thank you. There are no resolutions, no first reading ordinances, no second reading ordinances. Alderperson's comments. All right. Alderperson McIntyre.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Second, Sluter.
McIntyre motion, Sluter second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Unanimous. Okay, let's see. I have to say this time. It's 6:46. Is this like a record? Thank you.